Hello, hello, good afternoon. You guys, I feel like I start every one of my live broadcasts in the same way. I never quite know what to say. Hey guys, hello. I don't know. Anyways, here I am. I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds to catch up and to log in, and hopefully you guys will be joining me live today. Today we're going to be going through the prizes for bingo, which is going to be very exciting. And actually, I'm going to invite my kids up to be the ones to tell you guys who the winners are. So they will be here in a few minutes. I'm going to send my husband a text message downstairs to send them up, and hopefully he'll be paying attention. But we will do that. I told him in about 10 minutes. So in the meantime, I see a bunch of you are here, so definitely let me know who's here. I would love to know if any of my prize winners are going to be here live with me. That will be even more exciting. So anyways, I'm here today because I want to really, truly wrap things up. I know I keep saying that. Hi, Willow. I know I keep saying that, but I wanted to give you guys one more opportunity to ask questions specifically about this. Not that I'm not available later for questions, but I just wanted to kind of stick with the theme of today and, say that this is the final question and answer session for this. So let's see who's here. I've got Stephanie here. Perfect. I've got Laura here. Awesome. Jess is here. Yay. So I get a lot more people on the weekends. I know everybody who happens to work during the week when I'm just home all the time with my kids. So anyways, I'm glad that you guys could make it here live. And so I'm going to jump in. So I'm going to share, don't lick my blanket. I'm going to share my screen and show you guys what I have going on here. I've got a little slideshow for you as usual, right? I'll try to make it quick though. Okay, so here's what we're talking about today. So we've got the bingo winners announcement. Again, very exciting. I'm going to invite my kids up here to be the announcers since they were my good little helpers for some of the videos. And then I've got time for final question and answer stuff. And we're going to go through, as I told you guys yesterday, what I want to do today is really kind of go through, well, it's going to get into the wires over here. I really want to go through a few of the places where you could really use the place in replacement of some of the other behaviors. So we're going to go through that a little bit in a little bit more detail. And then you guys will certainly have a chance to ask questions. So Jen, your daughter Jocelyn's here. Very exciting. Yay. Certainly if you guys have any questions about anything, I know you weren't officially part of the challenge. So if any questions come up along the way, do not hesitate to ask. This video is in the Pup Parents group because it is for anybody that has questions about this related stuff. Okay, so next slide. Let me go over to the right window here. So this is basically what we covered. And I actually did not include all of them in here because I ran out of room and I didn't want it to be too crowded. But basically we went through the power of the clicker. That was an optional thing. And capture that. That was all about marking behavior, as you remember. And then we introduced stay and we introduced place and as their own separate days, their own separate tasks, right? We did the stay dance, we did send to place, go to place, and then send to place separately. The chill out game, which Laura, I happened to see, I saw Granny's picture that you posted earlier in the Pup Parents group of her chilling out, and that's what it reminded me of. I'm like, I think she mastered the chill out game. I think she figured that one out right away. So whether it was on cue or not, she knows that the bed, the place is a good place to go chill out, right? And then passive attention. Passive attention was all about teaching them that, like, if I'm on screen talking to you guys right now, Willow is sitting next to me. I'm not treating her, I'm just petting her at the moment. But, while I have my attention on something else, I could be reinforcing her for just laying down quietly next to me. So that's basically what the passive attention was about. And then we talked yesterday about putting it all together, kind of part one, because this will be part two of that. And then you had lots of extra demo videos, some extra lesson videos of like Lesko when he was afraid of the vacuum, of me sort of breaking that down for you. So you had all of that in there as well. So definitely if you didn't get to go through all of it or you ever need a refresher, everything is there for you to keep because you're part of the challenge. So you definitely can have that. And then I will talk a little bit more about if anybody was interested in it but didn't jump in, didn't do it, but still would like to in the future, if you find that this would be a helpful thing for your dog, I'm going to talk to you about how you could do that too. All right. So, yes, I see you. They can't see you, but I see you. All right, so this was a little collage picture of some of the pictures that came in throughout the weeks, the 2 weeks. So, so we've got, you know, a few of the same dogs in here, but just some really cute pictures of dogs doing different place type behaviors in all of them. So we've got place while during the bingo. So place while something's being dropped on the floor. We've got place while you're folding the laundry, place while somebody leaves and goes out the door, place for a picture. And I'm going to jump to that in just a second because you'll see all my favorite like close-up pictures, which I loved getting. So I put them all into a little collage. Place around the vacuum. Can you go over there so you don't get my wires? Place, you know, just sending them to place. I think the 3-minute downstay one was in there in those pictures. So you definitely can see a nice little medley there. And then we had our bingo game. All right. So, and then this was my favorite. Place for a picture, a floor picture. This was my favorite bingo thing. I knew it would be. And I love that some of you guys actually did selfies with your dog. I think that that was extra bonus points for that because to get a dog to look at the camera or look at the phone at the time that you need them to in time to snap the picture is pretty awesome and pretty hard to do. So I think, you know, you guys had said that sometimes it took multiple takes, but I think that it was worth it because you guys got some really cute pictures. Okay, so next up. All right. So let's talk about this because I think this would be really helpful for you guys to kind of like see it all come together. So this is the original graphic that I had posted when I was, you know, letting everybody know about the challenge. So what if you could stop jumping? What if you could stop barking at the window, stop the begging, stop the counter surfing, stop the chasing and any other demanding type behaviors with one simple cue? Now you can, right? So now you can use place in replacement of all of those other behaviors. So let's say you have a dog who you come in the door, and one of you guys in particular had said that you used it in this instance. You come in the door, your dog is jumping all over you, send them to place, send them away, tell them to go to their place, come in the door, put your stuff down, right? So all of these tasks that you guys practice, some of that included that, right? Putting stuff down, putting stuff on the table, dropping things. Your dog now can go to place while you perform tasks like that. The struggle and the practice is just going to come in with their excitement level is up here, really high. You need to be able to bring it down, but that's going to come with practice. So go in and out the door a few times. Be intentional about practicing it, and your dog will get it real quick. If somebody's home before you and can just stick a leash on your dog, and you know they predict that you're coming home, you can call them or text them ahead of time or whatever it is, or you come home at a regular time. Can you stick a leash on them? I'll be home in 10 minutes, something like that. Put a leash on. That way, if your dog keeps jumping and doesn't listen, you can take them by the leash, lead them right over to their place, tell them to stay, put your stuff down or whatever it is, take off your shoes, take off your jacket, do the things that you need to do without your dog mauling you, jumping all over you. They're excited. Half the reason that we have dogs is because we want someone to be that excited when we walk in the door. But it backfires, right? So definitely that's a good use of sending them to place. And I know some of you had done that, practiced that, and I think that's awesome that they were able to do it. After you guys, this is just 2 weeks of training. Okay, this is like, it's not, you haven't been doing this for months and months. This is like it was one solid week of breaking down the little pieces, teaching them what they needed to learn intentionally, and then applying it, what's called proofing it in dog trainer world. We're proofing it. We're getting them used to doing all of the things in different circumstances. Okay. So now you've been doing that. So don't just let it drop off and don't stop practicing it. Practice it. It's keeping intentional, but you got the momentum behind you already. So barking at the window, there's another one. I had posted a video in the challenge of Willow. I happened to catch her. Amazon probably guy came because Amazon's always here. He probably came and she spotted him and started barking. And I told her the place. I happened to have the bed right next to the window area. Told her the place. She went over. She stayed until the guy left, and then she got reinforced for that. Okay, that's another really nice use. So it's one thing to tell them to, leave the person alone or, not to bark at the person. Give them something really specific to do instead of barking. Okay, you guys, if you have questions, make sure you're posting them too because of the delay. So, they're barking, Willow place. And then she goes over, she goes to her bed, she stays there. Yes, good girl at the very end. I did say yes, I'll give you a treat. So that is one use of it when they're barking at the window. Granted, it's not always going to be that easy. She has a mild bark. It's kind of half-hearted. Like, I think I'm supposed to be barking at this person, but I don't really care that much. That sort of bark. It's different than a dog who is adamant about like, no, I'm going to make this person go away, or I'm barking so much that I want this person to come in. So either direction, that is more emotional. So that's going to be harder. You'll have to break it down a little bit more for them, but that is the use of place with barking. Begging and counter surfing, I'll kind of put into the same category. So if you are cooking in the kitchen, you're doing your stuff in the kitchen, or you want to sit down to eat, sending your dog to go to their place and stay there the entire time you're cooking or the entire time you're eating is the goal. However, if you're not quite there yet, which some of you already are, again, it's only been a couple weeks. Some of you are there. Some of you might not be yet. So that's where you can incorporate that passive attention. So reinforcing them every so often for continuing to stay in their place. So don't wait for them to get up and then come all the way back to you to get the treat and then send them back again. Okay. We don't want to chain the behavior together. We want to make sure that they are continuing to stay in their place. And that's what's getting reinforcement, not the getting up to go back again. Okay. And then yesterday's video, we did talk about that a bit more because you got to see a nice example when Willow did get up and I had to send her back. And then chasing, similar to the other things, you basically, if the cat is out or something like that and they're meandering around, being able to send your dog to place and have them stay while the cat is just around, or the cat's walking through the room, or you're actually luring the cat to move around a little bit so you can practice, that is a really nice use of place also. Might be helpful in that circumstance, depending on your dog and what kind of chasing's happening, to have a sort of a backup there. So you're not setting the cat up or setting the other dog up or whatever your dog is chasing. Having a leash on your dog or having them tethered to something or having somebody else hold the leash, that can be really helpful just in case they get up and try to chase the thing and then it becomes a self-reinforcing behavior. Cat comes into the room, dog chases cat, cat runs away, dog wants to chase cat more, and it becomes a reinforced behavior. The other thing, and Laura had posted a picture of this when Granite 1 and Granite 2 were talking about their cat chasing stuff, so Laura Utley had posted about how she put an exercise pen up. So the cat was on one side, dog was on the other, and that way there was no, they got used to each other, but Granite was not able to get to the cat if she made that choice to leave her bed or to try to chase the cat. So that was the example that she had used. And any other demanding behaviors, like barking. Some dogs will bark from their bed, but most dogs won't. If they're in place, most of them are relatively relaxed in place. Or if they're going to bark, they'll get up, and that's when we're building up how long they're staying in place for. Okay, you guys are a quiet group. I hope you're still here. I hope you're still with me. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next slide so we can get to prizes. But of course, any questions, let me know. Keep asking because, again, I know there's a delay here. All right. So this I wanted to just kind of show you guys, some of you guys, when you answer your quiz questions or your, sent in your forms, you didn't necessarily see each other's stuff. So I just wanted to kind of share this to show you what other people were saying about the challenge. Many of you, especially as we got into bingo, started posting more and more in the group, which is really helpful because I think it's really nice for other people to be able to see what the others are doing or saying about the challenge. So basically, Steph here, Lesko's mom, loved it. I love the part about I feel the bond between us has become so much tighter and that you enjoy your training time together. I think that that's awesome. And the feedback you receive from me, that is because you ask the questions. When you ask the questions, I want to answer them. Okay, I have a really hard time not answering questions. So I actually worked with a business coach at one point, and she's like, you need to just, maybe be in the group a little bit less and let other people answer questions. I was like, that's hard for me. So I'm trying. I'm trying to let you guys chip in with each other because I think that that's good for you too. But I do really love to answer questions. So I love when people post, but it's because you were engaging, because you were posting. That's why you got questions that got answered, right? And then Rebecca, Remy's mom, she loved that there were some tasks in there that she never would have thought to intentionally practice, like talking on the phone. I think she'd struggled with that a little bit a couple times. Talking on the phone was hard. Watching a video was hard. Everybody had different things that were a little bit harder than others. Sitting on the ground, difficult. Anything like that was hard for a few people too. The dogs needed it broken down more. All right. And let's see, can somebody just tell me that you're still here? Because you guys are super quiet right now. And I just want to make sure I'm not like frozen or something, because I am going to get to prizes in just a sec. Or give me a thumbs up or something. All right. All right. So here's how you got your points. So you got 1 entry per line, 1 direction, 1 overlap allowed, just like you would expect bingo to be. Thank you, Stephanie. You got to earn extra entries when your friends joined, earn an extra entry when you filled the whole card, when you tagged me or used the hashtag, you got extra points for that. So I added them all up. And I definitely had several people who finished the entire card. And I had a few others who almost finished the card. They got really close to finishing the card. There were just maybe a few tasks that were a little difficult, didn't have time to do. So I tallied up all those points, and that's why I had sent you guys the form to make sure that we're all on the same page. And for the most part, we were. There were just a couple I had missed, but they are all fixed now. So I'm going to text my husband and tell him to send the kids up because they are really excited to tell you guys the names here. So that'll be just a second. So prize, make sure that went through. Prize number 1, we had Gina's creative outlet. So Gina DeMock is doing a custom portrait of your dog. So you can send in a good picture of your dog, a few good pictures. And she's really good. She's so accurate with what I hear the footsteps, the stampedes coming up. Willow might bark at them because they're being very excited. But so she's really good at coming up with these dogs that they're custom and they look exactly like your dog. You guys can just don't let the gate fall over, okay? So that is going to be prize number 1. Prize number 2 is 1 month free in the Canine Homeschooler Academy. Willow, can you come out here? Thank you. I know you're getting into everything. Prize number 2 is 1 month free in the Canine Homeschooler Academy. And then prize number 3 is a 60-minute private virtual coaching session. Okay. So I'm going to have the kids tell you the names. I might have to help them a little bit, but that's okay. All right. So the first one we'll do is for the custom portrait for Gina's creative outlet. And if you do not win this, I should have put the link again. I forgot again, but I highly recommend that you reach out to her anyways and get this done. She has all different price points, which is awesome. She's doing one of Willow for me to put on my wall. I'm super excited about it. But either way, you should definitely reach out to her because she's awesome. I mean, they're so accurate. I've given my friends and family these pictures a lot. So Julia is going to do the free custom portrait. So come a little bit closer with Jeff. Okay. What are we barking at? She's excited too. All right. So say it right to the camera there.
Okay. So
the winner is
Rebecca. I forget the last name.
Lilia, I think maybe. Sorry.
Rebecca Lilia.
Okay. She probably said it better than I did, didn't she? So Rebecca, congratulations. You won that one. I'm actually going to stick the name up on the screen so you guys can see right there. Okay. So you are the winner of that one. So what I'll do is I'll get you Gina's contact information, and then you just have to send her as high resolution pictures as you can so she can really see Remy's eyes, because it's all in the eyes for her. She loves to see the eyes. Okay. So that is winner number 1. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. And then I want to hit the wrong thing here. Give it away before we even say it. So next prize is 1 month free in the Canine Homeschooler Academy, which is which will include the challenge of the month, because every month there's a challenge in there. So this will include the challenge of the month. Okay. Ben, you get this one. Okay. Dun, dun, dun.
Jan Smith.
Jan Smith. Very exciting, Jan. Katie, I know that she has been having a lot of fun. I think you said she's 7 or 8 years old, Beagle. She's been having a ton of fun doing these, and I'm super excited when that name came up earlier, and because I think that she's going to have a lot of fun in next month's topic, and I'm going to tell you guys what the next month's topic is in just a minute after we get through the prizes. Okay. Can you send her to her, please?
Okay.
Oh. Oh, she's already send her back and tell her to stay. She's very excited. Okay, if she gets up, send her back. All right, you guys ready for the next one? Next one is the 60-minute private virtual coaching session with yours truly, called a tutoring session, because everything is school themed, right? So this one is Ben, and then you get the last surprise one. Come over here so they can see.
Stephanie Johnson.
Stephanie Johnson, congratulations. You get the 60-minute coaching call, which is going to be really fun because we get to dig into some stuff with Let's Go that maybe we haven't been able to tackle. And I know that just from the videos alone, you've gotten lots of good feedback from me from what you've said. So I am excited for that. So then I threw in one more because, well, just because I saw all the work that went into that this person did and this with this dog, and it was kind of a new thing, and I wanted to throw it in, and especially because Julia wanted to announce this one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need the paper?
No, I don't need it. So the last winner.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. Last winner gets another free month in the academy. Okay, so that's what this is for, is another free month. This one right here. Okay.
Okay, so the last winner is Amanda Mayo.
Amanda Mayo. Who's mom?
Annabelle's.
Annabelle's mom. So Julia's friend Annabelle and her mom and family decided to do the challenge. So she wanted to announce that one. So Amanda Mayo, you also won a free month. So yay. Okay. If you guys say bye and thank you.
Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Ben, you want to give Willow that treat and then release her from her bed?
Go, Willow. Come on. You need to go in your bed.
It's okay. She's fine. Thank you. Make sure that gate stays up, okay? Because she'll get into all the laundry in there. All right. So congratulations, you guys. So, oh boy. Kid went down. So we've got, so we have, let me just run through again. So the free custom portrait was Rebecca. Congratulations. I'm really excited to see Remy's portrait. And then the 2 free months, we've got Amanda Mayo and we've got Jan Smith. Yay. And then the 60 minutes, we've got Stephanie Johnson. So yay. So you guys all worked really, really hard. I wanted to give prizes to everybody, of course, but hopefully you guys are feeling like you got a lot out of the challenge as it is. So by Olive's best friends, yes, they love Olive and Olive loves them, doesn't she? So what I would like to do now is just kind of wrap up a couple things. And certainly, again, if you guys have questions, yay. So coming up in the academy, so this is the monthly membership academy. So for those of you who are not in it, that's what I'm referring to. When I say the academy, I mean the monthly membership, okay? So coming up over there, next month, we're digging into tricks and games. So I asked you guys to send me any tricks or games that you would like to teach your dog so I can sort of incorporate them into a theme. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with too many things, so I'm trying to narrow it down a little bit to the most useful, but also most fun tricks, and tricks that can be built on later too. And then I know some of you guys are a little bit more advanced, and some of them are new to tricks, so I'm trying to just make it all fit together. So I definitely would love all of that. Thank you, Laura. It was really fun. It was so awesome to just like have you guys all in there. Oh, I didn't put up the other thing. So free 60-minute consult, Stephanie Johnson, yay. And free month in the academy, Amanda and Jan Smith. Okay. So let me take that down. All right. So coming up in February is tricks and games. And then coming up in March, we're going to be digging into leash manners. Now, I may offer the leash manners one outside of the academy also as a paid challenge. But of course, if you're in the academy, it's included. So you don't have to worry about that. I may offer it outside the academy. It just sort of depends on what exactly goes into it and all that. But you're definitely in for it if you are in the academy. So, and then this is sort of what's entailed in the academy, just for anybody who's not in it, but is interested or intrigued by the idea of it. So you get the monthly training games and challenges, monthly group coaching calls, and then we do Pups and Pajama classes, which are really fun, where we get to practice a bunch of stuff that we're working on with our dogs. You guys all practice separately, but at the same time, which is fun because you can I can kind of keep an eye on things and you can ask questions and you just get the accountability of practicing it. Private Facebook community, so separate Facebook community from the pup parents group. It's the canine homeschoolers, handouts, downloads, and the content library. And then I just added in the VIP tutoring options for members only because soon, not quite yet, because I'm still trying to get everything together. But soon I'm going to, just because things have been so busy, I'm going to start offering the private virtual training to members only, because I want you guys to have all the content. I want you to have all the resources you need, and that is over in the academy. And then the perk to being in the academy also is that you can add on the tutoring. Okay, so that is just sort of a separate thing. So if you are interested in the academy, you're not in it yet, you didn't win a free month yet, this is the website for that. And most of the people in here, I think live, are in the academy, maybe with the exception of a few. But certainly if you're watching the replay and you have questions about it, let me know. Steph, yes, she says she loves Pups and Pajamas. I love it too. I think it's super fun. I want to add on more times as soon as people start coming more often, stuff like that. I'll be able to add on the weekend time and all that. In the first couple months, we're trying to figure it all out. It's totally worth it. Thank you, Steph. I think it is. I try to make it worth it. There's a lot of stuff in there, and I try to make it so it's not too overwhelming, but it just kind of keeps you on track, keeps you moving. Who knows how long we're all going to be still sort of quarantining, despite the vaccines and all that. So it's nice to be able to still keep your dog going. And then there are a lot of perks to virtual training too that people have seen, I think, is part of this challenge. And, I had a couple people that said that they didn't think virtual training could work very well. And now that they've done the challenge, they have completely changed their mind on that. So I think it all just sort of depends on if you're open-minded and things are broken down enough for you and all that. So, all right. I don't think anybody had any questions. People were excited about winning. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes, no questions. Okay, so if anybody has any questions, I'll stall for another minute because it's about a 10-second delay. But otherwise, otherwise, I think you guys all did an amazing job with this, and Willow says hi. And I am really excited to see you rock the next challenge and get some really fun tricks and games going. Okay. So if there are no questions, you guys can pop off and I will talk to you soon over in the Academy. And if you're watching this on the replay, certainly don't hesitate to ask questions later because I will pop back and check. Okay. All right. Have an awesome rest of your weekend, guys. You have the whole weekend off. Doesn't mean you should stop practicing. Just means I'm not going to be in your ear bugging you. And yeah, so I will talk to you guys soon. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Let me see if I thank you. Yes, thank you.